Imagine being the most powerful person in the world, with millions at your command and the ability to do whatever you want. However, this glory is accompanied by persistent threats, including wars, diseases, betrayals, and numerous rejections. How would you navigate such a life? Marcus Aurelius went through this unpleasant experience virtually every day. This is certainly the most traumatic event that can leave you feeling powerless and abandoned. In this video, I'll show you how Marcus Aurelius adopted Stoicism as his life philosophy and a powerful remedy to unhappiness. Before we begin, I would like to thank all of you for everything you do. Commenting and sharing each like gives me more strength to continue advocating and transmitting this philosophy. That pulled me out of the depths and completely transformed me. Thank you all. Now let's go on. It's tough to figure out why the individual in question isn't responding, and you feel like you're treading on eggshells. But just because she doesn't answer doesn't mean you should lose up and let her win. How can you change things and turn rejection into an advantage? At the end of this video, you will discover how to react when someone ignores you and how to utilize reverse psychology to make her reconsider her decision. Before I begin, I'd like you to hit the like button and enable the notification bell. This is very crucial. This way, YouTube knows you're enjoying the video and shows it to more people. Thank you very much. Number 1. Ignore her as well. When someone ignores you, one way to act is to ignore them too. This may seem counterintuitive, but it can be effective in most cases. Turn this challenge into an opportunity for personal growth. When someone ignores you, it's not just a situation to endure, it's your chance to shine with patience and wisdom. Instead of reflecting on their indifference, embark on a journey of self-discovery and emotional strength. Reflect on your values, focus on your actions, and embrace emotional independence. It's not about winning a trivial attention game. It's about mastering the art of peace and self-control. Remember, in the theater of life, you are the playwright. Write your story with dignity, resilience, and wisdom. Let's turn this moment into a step toward a more empowered and stoic you. Number 2. Forget and remove her from your mind. One way to act when a woman ignores is to remove her from your mind. This means stop thinking about her and focus on yourself. Start by shifting your focus from her to yourself. Make a list of your goals and actively work to achieve them. Find a new hobby or start a new project. Make plans with friends and family and enjoy your time with them. Dedicate time to reflect on yourself and how to improve. This will help you create a positive mindset and shift your focus away from the woman who is ignoring you. Soon, you will realize that her indifference doesn't matter. Number 3. Never act emotionally. When a woman or a man ignores you, it can be difficult not to react emotionally. However, the best way to handle this situation is to stay calm. The Stoic approach to such situations emphasizes the importance of maintaining calm and emotional resilience. If you find yourself being ignored, Stoicism advises internal reflection instead of emotional reaction. Tranquility is essential and practicing understanding is crucial. Focus on self-awareness and respond with dignity and respect. For example, if someone ignores you, Stoic wisdom suggests continuing to be friendly and polite without expecting a specific response. You can ask if something is wrong, and if the person wants to talk but do it without pressure or a need for validation. If the person continues to ignore you, stay calm and choose to act correctly. Avoid irritation or signs of weakness instead. Focus on yourself and your actions. Demonstrate strength, self-confidence, and recognize that others' behavior should not alter your self-image or values. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what is under our control, our own actions and attitudes, and to accept what we cannot control, such as the actions of others. This reflects Stoic ideals of wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance in interactions. Number 4. Demonstrate your value. When ignored, it can be challenging to know how to act. One way to respond is to demonstrate your value. Showcase your intelligence, sense of humor, and charisma. According to Stoic philosophy, facing situations where you feel ignored is an opportunity to focus on demonstrating your value through personal virtues and ethical behavior, instead of trying to impress solely with intelligence or humor. Stoicism suggests showing your value through wisdom, kindness, and integrity. For example, if you feel ignored in a conversation, engage constructively by humbly sharing your knowledge, responding with respect, and listening attentively. Instead of seeking validation or a specific reaction from the other person, concentrate on being true to yourself and demonstrating your strengths in alignment with Stoic values of self-improvement and respect for others. By showing that you can remain balanced and respectful, regardless of others' attention or recognition, you live according to Stoic principles of focusing on character and personal actions, reflecting wisdom and self-control. This approach can be personally more satisfying and leave a deeper, lasting impression on others. Number 5, prove her wrong. When a woman ignores you, it can be challenging to know how to respond. Another way to act is to prove her wrong. Show that you are not who she thinks you are, and that you are capable of more. For example, if she thinks you're not smart enough to understand a particular topic, demonstrate your knowledge about it and surprise her with an unexpected story or joke. If she thinks you're boring, show that you're not the person being ignored and that you have more to offer. If she still ignores you, don't take it personally. Instead, focus on yourself and your personal growth. Number 6, build your social status and become a high-value man. From a Stoic perspective, building your social status is not a means to impress others, but a path to personal development and community contribution. When facing situations like being ignored, Stoicism suggests focusing on self-improvement and community engagement for these goals in themselves. Activities such as exercising, pursuing hobbies, learning new skills, advancing your career, volunteering, and networking are seen as ways to cultivate character and contribute to society. Share your experiences and interests authentically, not to attract attention, but to genuinely connect with individuals and communities with similar interests. This approach aligns with Stoic values of personal growth, contribution to the common good, and forming meaningful relationships based on mutual respect and shared interests. Therefore, when building your social status, do it to improve and make a positive contribution, not just as a strategy to increase your attractiveness to others. Number 7, cut off all contacts. If a woman ignores you, the best thing you can do is cut off contact. This means ceasing communication with her through text messages, phone calls, and other means. Avoid the person also if possible. For example, stop sending messages and suddenly cease responding to her texts. If she doesn't respond to your calls, stop trying to contact her, don't talk to her, or make eye contact if you're in the same social circle. Number 8, act like you don't know her and she doesn't exist. If someone ignores you, acting as if they don't exist is another way to behave. This means not initiating conversations or making eye contact, but seeking someone else to talk to. For example, if you're at a party, start a conversation with another person and avoid the woman who is ignoring you. If you need to interact with her, keep the conversation professional and avoid personal topics that could lead to a confrontation. If she continues to ignore, avoid responding and simply walk away. Number 9, never reveal that you're struggling. When you are ignored, the worst thing you can do is make it clear that you are struggling. Instead, stay calm and continue with your life as if nothing happened. The appropriate way to deal with situations where you are ignored is to maintain composure and self-confidence. It is advisable to continue with your life calmly and confidently, showing that the attitude of another person does not negatively affect your sense of identity. Stoicism emphasizes focusing on internal stability and self-confidence, suggesting polite and respectful behavior in all interactions without aggression or confrontation. This approach is rooted in Stoic values of emotional resilience, wisdom, and integrity, advocating for a response that reflects personal strength and stability, rather than visibly reacting to external circumstances, demonstrating that your confidence and security are grounded in your character, not dependent on the actions or recognition of others. In our journey to decipher intentions and authentic relationships, a fundamental understanding arises. You deserve relationships based on reciprocity and respect. Number 10, never beg for attention. When ignored, don't beg for attention. Instead, make her feel like she's losing something. According to Stoic principles, the response to situations where someone is ignored should focus on personal satisfaction and emotional independence. instead of seeking tactics to make others feel like they are losing something or demonstrating self-confidence through derogatory comments. Stoicism advises maintaining dignity and self-respect, demonstrating confidence and self-sufficiency, not as a means to affect others' perception but as a reflection of one's worth and stability. Encouragement is given to find fulfillment in one's activities and interests, stay true to personal values, and interact with others authentically without the need for external validation. Therefore, instead of begging for attention or trying to show that someone is losing something, concentrate on developing your self-confidence and finding satisfaction in your achievements. This reflects Stoic values of wisdom, self-control, and focus on what is within one's own power, attitudes, and personal actions. Number 11. Go out and enjoy your life. Going out and having fun when ignored can be an excellent way to get the situation out of your head and focus on yourself. Start by doing something you enjoy, whether it's going to the movies, playing sports, or simply taking a walk in the park. Invite your friends to help maintain a positive mood and remind you of your value. If you still feel down, try going to a new restaurant or an event to break the routine and meet new people. If you want to know the power of walking away, then click the I button and watch the video after this. I talked about the stoicism of walking away and how walking away can be your greatest power. Remember, it's easier to move on than to try to fix a situation over which you have no control. Number 12. Give her the silent treatment. Another way to respond is to give her the silent treatment. By not responding, you are showing that you won't take her for granted. Stoicism reinterprets the idea of giving the silent treatment, instead of using silence as a tool to provoke a reaction or prove a point. Stoicism advocates using silence as a form of self-reflection and emotional regulation. When compelled to give the silent treatment, Stoicism suggests using that time to reflect on your thoughts and feelings, understanding them with clarity and composure. It emphasizes the importance of responding or not responding in a way aligned with personal virtues and integrity, rather than as a strategy to influence the other person's behavior. This approach promotes a sense of inner peace and self-control, in line with Stoic values, and avoids engaging in behaviors that may be seen as manipulative or vengeful. Therefore, if you choose not to respond, do it as a practice of introspection, not as a tactic to influence the other person. This reflects Stoic wisdom and temperance, focusing on one's behavior and personal growth. Number 13. Be kind, but emotionally distant. If someone ignores you, don't take it personally or unload on them. The appropriate response to situations where you are ignored involves acting with kindness and maintaining a healthy emotional distance. This emphasizes the Stoic practice of not taking things personally and keeping composure. It is advised to acknowledge the person with education and warmth, such as wishing them a good day or simply greeting them, but without expecting anything in return. Encouragement is given to demonstrate emotional detachment, not out of indifference but as a reflection of inner peace and self-sufficiency. This approach aligns with Stoic principles of focusing on what can be controlled, personal responses and emotions, and accepting what is beyond control, such as the actions of others. Finally, I encourage you to join our group and continue our Stoicism journey together. Thank you for viewing, and I hope this film has motivated you to pursue a smarter and more meaningful love. Take the following step. Do not forget to subscribe, activate the notification bell, and leave your opinions in the comments. Share how you plan to apply these Stoic teachings in your life, and let me know if you have any questions. Your help is critical in this path of discovery and ongoing development. Always remember that the key to healthier and more enriching relationships is self-awareness, action, and most importantly, respect for others.